I'm actually not a music teacher, but I'm doing with them what I am familiar with. The school is kind of going through a transition now, so we have more capable students that are not at grade level, but are sort of in the hunt. And then there's kids who are nonverbal, low receptive or expressive abilities. But everybody's included, at least what I do, music program. I was here in the late 80s, and I thought it'd be fun to do a musical. And then I had my students write songs for the play, and they started to come up with all these great ideas. And then towards the end of that year, I thought, we should really record this. Of course, 20 years, there have been lots of different kids in the class. Those are the kids that have written the songs, recorded the songs, and then performed the songs. They'll pick out some sort of topic that they like, and then, flesh it out. For instance, the song they're writing now, which they call Latin White Girls. That doesn't make any sense, but that's the charm about it. This one kid just started rapping about being in a restaurant and kind of likes the waitress, but then it's like, what's going to happen? Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
For blast off?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
¡Qué bonita! ¡Qué bonita! ¡Qué bonita!
Let's go out.
What?
He told me, hey, what's up? Let's go out.
What?
They're like, no, no queremos amanecer.
Let's go.
They're like, no, no queremos amanecer. Let's go.
Music is what brings them to school. That's the hook, and that's what we want. He finds that way to teach skills using music. Once a child is engaged and enjoying and motivated, we build out of that.
I got a horse named Juanito. I like to ride it every day. He runs around the track. He lights it up for a snack. He brought my mother back to me. I got a horse named Juanito.
In school, in high school, you're trying to act, you're pretending you're different, but you're trying to act exactly like everybody else. That game hasn't really worked for them. The way they look, the way they talk. People are afraid. It's unfamiliar. It's the preconceived notions and worrying about it. In a way, they're kind of like old people. The way a lot of old people, they don't really care anymore, and so they say whatever they want, they do whatever they want. It's incredibly rewarding if you can put that prejudice aside and embrace this part of our population that is, in many ways, no different than we are. One of the things I enjoy most is when there's a kid who people think is nonverbal, might be autistic, who I'll teach a song to. And then we'll have a show, and this kid will get up and sing in front of the whole school this song. And everyone's like, what? This kid? I didn't know the kid could even talk. I love teaching, which is basically just being with people. And I feel very strongly that art and creative self-expression is an important part of anyone's life and in anyone's development. Because I'm retiring, my involvement with the kids is not going to be as much as it has been in the past. I don't think there's anyone else here who could do it. And the administration has not shown any enthusiasm for performing arts.
Certainly, Mr. Monagan and I have our debates about activities for our kids. We're going to continue, but we're going to shift the focus to around more job skills, whether it's audiovisual, setting up PA systems, things that they can do in, in their community for a job and contribute.
You're going to get the kind of plodding academics, uncreative. It's a curious thing, because even when they know that it's important and they can see how important it is, it's like it doesn't exist. And they're the ones in charge, people who don't get it in the first place. It's very frustrating, but it's kind of like education in general. Everyone says education is so important, but nobody does anything about it. I mean, really does anything about it, I feel like I've given it a good shot and had a good ride.